on with the two captains for the toss.
Thank you very much. And it is toss time here at the CCL T10 Blast. I've got the two captains here with me for the game that's about to unfold. The Karnataka Bulldozers taking on the Kerala Strikers. I've got the two team owners here with me as well. Of course, Mr. Kinney for the Karnataka Bulldozers, along with the team captain, Kicha Shadeep, who's here with us. Pleasure to have you here. Also, Bala, the captain for the Kerala Strikers, and the team owner who's here with us, Mr. Rajkumar Sithapati. Okay, I've got the coin in my hand. This will be heads, gentlemen. This will be tails. The denomination is tails. It's going to be Bala to toss the coin and Kicha Shadeep to call. Here goes. Tails is the call. Heads is what has come down, which means the Kerala Strikers captain Bala has won the toss. What are you going to do, Bala?
We're going to chase.
So you prefer to let them put the runs on the board. You want to bowl first and then look to chase the target down.
In the few matches before, we have won them by selecting the chase. So I believe chasing is very good for the T10 format. So rest is with what you know. You should have a lucky day. So God should be with us. Let's see.
Well, go well, Bala.
Thank you so much.
So a quick chat with Kicha. Kicha, the fact that you've got to post runs on the board is a different ball game altogether. First and foremost, the crowd seems to be loving having you here. As always.
ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನನ್ನ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದ ವೀಕ್ಷಕರಿಗೆ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. We wanted to bat first actually. On this pitch we wanted to bat first and I'm glad I got it. So I guess we'll go from here.
T10, a different format from the T20s that you've played so far in so many years across the last 6 seasons.
See, I think life is becoming faster, so is the game. And I guess we all need to cope up with life as well as the game, and I think we will do that.
And I'm sure that your team's well set and ready for this. Go well.
This is a fabulous team. I think we've always had a wonderful, it's been a very competitive game and they're also very aggressive people. And I'm glad we're having the first match. You know, it's always nice to play good cricket and win against a good team. Whether they win, we win. We will try to win every time, whether they or us. But the aggression should be there. I think they have it and it's a good game.
Well, I'm sure you're going to put your best foot forward.
We Kerala Strikers consider the first match as the final match. So let's see.
Well, go well. The two teams are all set. Remember what's happened at the toss is that the Kerala Strikers captain Bala has won the toss. He is elected to bowl first.
So that's the news from the toss. Kerala Strikers bowling first. That's going to be a big game because Karnataka Bulldozers have really played well over the seasons. So the crowd's really filling in. The stands being filled up. Crowds coming in large numbers. Kicha, of course, the crowd favorite as well. And you can see the crowds that are just building up for this game. We'll take a short break and come back very quickly for this game. Welcome back to Hyderabad. This is CCL T10 Blast powered by Bharti Cement, and these are the lineups for both the sides. Kerala Strikers led by Bala. Karnataka Bulldozers, of course, they have a very strong batting lineup led by Sudeep, who's also the wicket keeper. Lokesh, Rahul, Rajiv, Chandan, they bat really deep. Along with me is Sunil Joshi. Just have a word, Sunil, as far as Karnataka are concerned, because you've seen them in a few matches.
Thanks, Ajay. It's a big game for Karnataka Bulldozers. You know, they have a wonderful side led by Kicha Sudeep. They have already had a better outing in the KPL, and I think they should be a good, formidable side in this format of the game. But you never know what's going to happen. Cricket is the game.
No, at times I just feel, the captain that wins the toss decides to chase. But at times when you lose wickets chasing, the pressure really gets to you, because we saw in the last game as well, the way Chennai Rhinos lost a few wickets in the middle overs is very tough. Mentioned about the Karnataka Bulldozers, they have a very strong, formidable batting lineup. They have a few batsmen who have really played well over the years in this CCL editions, and both the openers at the moment just walking out for them. One man they might be missing, Sholay, is Dhruv, who's really been very impressive over the years. Of course, he's no more, so really a very sad thing. But mention of Karnataka Bulldozers, a lot of fans as well have gathered to watch their heroes, their stars.
I know, Ajay, it's a big team for in this format of the tournament. First time they are going to face this T10 challenge. Karnataka Bulldozers is a big team. Definitely, Pradeep is a attacking player, along with Kicha Sudeep. Then definitely we miss Dhruv. He was a valuable cricketer and valuable player for the Karnataka Bulldozers. We definitely miss him. May his soul rest in peace.
Yeah, I saw him last season, and really he was great with the bat. Absolutely brilliant. Good human being as well. As you rightly mentioned, everybody will be missing him, Dhruv. But at the moment, both the openers out there. The left-hander, the southpaw, Pradeep out there. For the Karnataka Bulldozers, just taking his leg guard. Along with him, Sudeep, of course, popularly known as Kicha, will be at the non-strikers end, wicket-keeper batsman, and also the captain for Karnataka Bulldozers at the non-strikers end. And what I liked really, Sunil, was the way they prepared just before the game. There was a bit of break. The way they were going through the motions, the way they were practicing, rehearsing as well. Suresh Nair is going to bowl the first over. He's got a new ball. That's very impressive. They take every match very seriously.
I think you got to give credit to the one person whose name is Ramakant. He is the physio trainer and probably I would say and coach as well. Ramakant has been there with this Karnataka Bulldozers team since the day one of CCL, and he has the best experience, which he used to be the Karnataka's Ranji Trophy Physios team, which he has done well for 10 years, and all his cricketing expertise he is sharing to these Karnataka Bulldozer players. It's a wonderful to know that all they have to go through the routine the way the first class team goes through. That's wonderful from Ramakant.
What I really like, Sunil, is, of course, they are stars. They act in the movies and all, but cricket fitness is different. And the way I was seeing them, train, taking those catches, just going through the motions, knocking as well. They look, as far as cricket fitness is concerned, absolutely in the right shape. So that's very important. Cricket fitness is absolutely different from what you do in the gym, normally as a star, as a film star.
You've got to give this man on the screen for that credit, because he's very serious, he's punctual, he's disciplined, he sets the standard himself, and he's the first man to reach the practice sessions and the last man to go out. Captain Kicha Sudeep.
And I believe, Sunil, they also play a lot of matches in between, a lot of practice games. Of course, they participate in the Karnataka Premier League as well. That's a really tough competition out there. But apart from that, they play a lot of matches, as a unit. That's the reason they gel well as a unit. This is match number 2, Kerala Strikers versus the Karnataka Bulldozers. Just to tell you that Kerala Strikers captain won the toss and decided to bowl first. So Karnataka Bulldozers will be batting first, both the openers out there. The first 3 overs, the power play overs. And Pradeep and Sudeep would like to cash in on those 3 overs. the first 3 overs with the fielding restrictions on. There's 2 fielders outside the 30-yard circle.
I think it's very important for Karnataka Bulldozers, Kicha, Sudeep and Pradeep to go through the CCL T10 blast powered by Bharati Cement. Match number 2, Kerala Strikers versus Karnataka Bulldozers. It's going to be interesting, exciting.
Really don't understand what the delay is all about, because the openers were ready, they were taken the leg guard. Just a bit of delay at the moment. A lot of pretty faces out here, a lot of supporters for both the sides. They're smiling at the moment, but as the game progresses, I'm very sure the tension will be mounting. You can see why the delay is there. Just so what happens there? Just on the side screen, it's got to be absolutely black, so you can see the ball well. So at the moment the pictures is coming on the side screen. That's the reason the delay was there. Just having a chat in between. The crowds also will have to wait for a brief while.
That's the Hyderabad crowd, the cricket lovers in this Uppal Stadium. It's wonderful to see on the Christmas Eve crowd gathering in numbers, getting the glimpse of their favorite actors, the celebrities of this format of the tournament. It's a great thing what CCL organizers, governing council has brought a new dimension for this tournament, T10.
Yeah, absolutely, and you're right that being a Sunday today and being a holiday tomorrow as well because of Christmas, they can stay long, the crowds who have come in. They can watch the game. Of course, the last game will be the Heroes playing the Mumbai Heroes. Just moving around the screen, the photographers come in large numbers here. A bit of delay initially. Hope everything is settled now.
The exciting is over now. Ball 1. Pradeep on strike. Let's see what he has in it.
Oh, trying to cut that one, missing it. Not a bad start here for the Strikers. Exactly what you want. Suresh the bowler, bowling the right line as well. So we saw the wicket as well. We were out there, a bit of grass covering. It's a good track, no doubt about that, very hard. But because of the grass covering, the ball will be just skidding. Now it's a new ball, and the ball won't get much older because just 10 overs in innings. So as a spinner, your line, your length is going to be pretty important.
It's very important to get bat on ball, Ajay. It's only 10 overs. The new ball, the ball will not spin. It will absolutely get more glaze on the grass. It will skid through. And if you get the right line and length, it's difficult for the batsman unless he hits through the line.
Absolutely, and for that he'll have to take some risk as well. He'll have to just play across the line. So as a bowler, you always have that chance, that opportunity of picking a wicket. Coming down the track, not able to time it too well, but he'll be off the mark there, Pradeep. The first runs for the Bulldozers as well. Good throw at the non-strikers end.
I think Pradeep saw that stepping out and getting into the pitch of the ball. That's absolutely for a single, though he missed it. And absolutely, that's the Ajay photograph on the t-shirt is Dhruv. They really missed the fellow. He is a wonderful fellow. I can't keep appreciating him. I've had a good interactions with him, which I was part of Rockstar's team for KPL.
They all love him.
Human being.
Absolutely, they all love him. We also love him. You know, he was a fantastic human being, a very good cricketer, good star as well. Dhruv Sharma used to play for Karnataka Bulldozers, a good actor. And everybody on this shirt they're wearing, having a photo of him, a picture of him. Just mention of him about him died last year, but really it's been very sad. His soul rest in peace. And he was such an important member, Sunil, of this side. Dhruv Sharma.
You know, Dhruv played league cricket as well, Ajay, in the first division with all the pros, with all the big players, and he was a very good batsman. He knew the skill. He knew he was technically equipped. Kicha Sudeep missed it. Powerful hit from captain for a single. 2 for no loss after 1 over.
Match number 2, Karnataka Bulldozers losing toss, batting first. Both the openers out there, Sudeep and Pradeep. A left and right combination. Sudeep just getting a reprieve of the last delivery. All those catches are going to be important. They have to grab that because we mentioned about the Bulldozers. Exactly what happened of the last delivery was in the air. Oh, that should have been taken. Although that ball was traveling. At times I just feel you just expect too much from these stars, these film stars. It's not their prime profession. Got to be Vinu Mohan from the other end. That's the far end.
It's interesting, Ajay, because for Rockstars, the Bulldozers, you know, Rajiv used to open with Pradeep. Considering it's a T10, I think Sudeep has pushed himself on the slot because Rajiv is a proper opener and he really bats well.
Yeah, that's a very valid point you make, and why I say that is you want your best batsman to face the most number of deliveries in a T10 game. That's the reason probably Sudeep has come up the order. You're very right. I saw him, Sudeep, in the first few editions last season as well, coming in the middle order. Bit of shovel in the batting lineup, and that's because of this. This is the kind of strokes he can play. Playing in the gap, beautifully timed by Sudeep, getting the first boundary of this innings.
That's captain Kicha on his best back foot. Nicely played. I mean, Sudeep is no mugger player, Ajay. He has played for the Bangalore Universities, you know, in the competitive cricket, and he knows it. He's a better equipped player and a good leader, good human being.
What I loved there was the way he used the depth of the crease, just rocking back, going on the back foot, playing in the gap. And that's the reason we were just praising him. Sunil as well, mentioning how he takes his practice so seriously, always very focused. Just see the intent there, the focus, the concentration levels. You might get out as a batsman, but the intensity is there, the intent is there to get runs. For a batsman, it's a one-ball game, going with the runner. Oh, they are in. Bit of confusion out there. Bit of confusion out there, and with the runner, there's confusion all round. Not able to time it, playing on the onside, just running there. Kicha early on. He has a runner with him. And the umpire putting his finger up. Now that's strange to see. Why? He doesn't realize that he has a runner.
Probably Ajay, umpire needs fresh shades. It's getting a little darker.
Or probably a cup of coffee as well.
Maybe.
He just had it.
Maybe. Whether it's a coffee, whether it's a shades. Absolutely. And he's wearing the shades.
So what he needs is a coffee.
Definitely. Hot cup of coffee. Hot cup of coffee.
And I tell you what, Sudeep would be confused that the finger was up. I have done nothing wrong at all. Why is the finger up? But it's going to be the left hand of the southpaw strike now, Pradeep. Oh, that's played well in the gap. That's racing away. Just bowling a few short deliveries and then this fuller delivery. The First boundary for Pradeep as well, and you can see those flags being waved. A lot of support here for the Bulldozers.
That's a beautiful pick from Pradeep. Made it so easy. Made so look easy. Ajay. I think these two lads, these two big boys, they should get a good score.
It's going to be important for the strikers to bowl well, because why I say that is if you're chasing something in the region of 100 plus, the pressure will be mounting on you as a batting unit. That's once again powered on the offside. There's a fielder coming in from the deep, long off. So one more run there. If you're chasing something in the region of 120, 130, it's going to be tough. You've got to maintain that run rate from early on. You lose a few wickets, the pressure mounts, a few dot deliveries. The pressure mounts on you as a batting unit when you're chasing. That's the reason they have to bowl well here. Electing to bowl here, Kerala strikers win the toss.
I think when you decide to bowl first, winning the toss, I think you got to get your cards right, Ajay. Otherwise, this Karnataka batting side will pile runs on the board. Considering Sudeep, the way he is in a form, they just had a few matches with the better teams, with the first class teams, with the first division teams in Bangalore. That's the exposure they would love to do that.
That's pulled away. Good effort. Good effort at square leg. Just going for the big shot on the onside, just bowling a touch shot. Vinu now able to pierce the gap, not able to bisect that gap on that occasion. Already 10 runs from this over, 5 deliveries. Expensive start here. Conceding a few runs, Vinu. Oh, lucky there. End of the over, 12 for no loss. So both the openers out there, they've got a boundary apiece for both of them, Pradeep and Sudeep. They have a very strong, formidable batting lineup. The Bulldozers, Lokesh, Rahul, Rajiv, Chandan, Digant as well, very handy with the bat. Kiran, the bat really deep. That's the strength this Bulldozer side has. 12 for no loss after 2 overs. Now, Sunil, you have also been part of this side, Karnataka Bulldozers in the KPL. As far as Karnataka Rockstars team go, and what was the mindset then? What was the planning? Because at times used to give them a target as well when they were playing up in the practice matches. That this is a target, you have to finish in this number of overs. Was that a planning to prepare themselves for the big tournament for the Karnataka Premier League?
Actually, Ajay, it was an essential part of our preparation. You know, when I became a part of Rockstar teams in KPL, because in KPL you compete with the better players, the top Karnataka players, with the first-class division players. So for that, you need to be prepared well. You need to give a target. We used to, Sudeep, every minute he used to be part of the every discussion, which I really liked it part, because he was intently, engrossed with the meetings and everything. Let's see Pradeep what he can do. That's a big one. So that's Ajay, coming back to that, I think for that Sudeep used to be every part of discussion, and I used to tell him that, okay, if you imagine we are going to bat, we are going to chase 200 runs.
So if it is there, I'll definitely
How far we are going to get there, we need to see. If you're bowling, you're going to bowl 180 runs target. We need to bowl according to that.
Very right, and we'll come back to that. At the moment, it was just see his back foot, his back toe just inside the crease, so shouldn't be any damage there.
So Pradeep on 6, Sudeep and 6. That's the one. Pradeep tried to hit over mid wicket. Couldn't get the elevation right. So he got a single.
But coming back to the point you were making, Sunil, now also I think it depends on the kind of surface you're playing, because every time you go for a cricket match, the surfaces are different. Now chasing 200 on a wicket that probably is turning or doing a bit for the seamers, it's not easy. So what was the planning then?
I think it was important for because KPL played in a different venues. They played in Mysore, they played in Hubli. The wickets were completely different in Mysore, different in Hubli. Based on the wickets, we used to prepare the innings. Either you target first, or you achieve, or you defend.
Once again, just trying to glide that one, not able to pierce the gap. Will be a single coming on with a striker, Sudeep. You've got to have an eye on the runner as well. But I think the good thing is that both of them, if they're not getting those boundaries, they'll pick those singles as well. Just having a chat with the runner at the moment, the umpire. The umpire at the bowler's end.
I think Sudeep just had a quick chat with Pradeep. I think something communicated with the big shot of the third over power play.
Once again picked up very nicely. There's a fielder running in. He's had to do a bit of work so far. Appreciated. Just saw the crowd there just filling up. The stands being filled up. Just match number 2. We have 4 matches up this evening. I'm very sure by the time the Heroes play, the last match, the Mumbai Heroes, it will be a capacity crowd out here at the Rajiv Gandhi International Stadium. Coming down the track, a lot of bottom hand stroke from Sudeep. Will pick up one more. The fielder at long on has been very busy.
I keep forgetting his name, Ajay. He has been part of Rockstars in KPLL as well. He was a wonderful left-hander and bowls fast medium pace. He's a handy cricketer, that's for sure. When he comes on to bat, we'll see more of his glimpses. At the moment, Pradeep, man on the screen, look to get his strikes.
And Suresh has done a wonderful job. He's bowling his last over because every bowler can just bowl 2 overs. Just conceding 6 runs against a pair that really bats well. Pradeep and Sudeep. So he's done well so far, Suresh. 4 runs coming from this over. 5 deliveries. Coming down the track once again, not timing it too well. Will pick up a single. So a good spell from Suresh. That's the end of the over. 17 for no loss. Pradeep and Sudeep, both the openers out there. Match number 2, Pradeep on 9, Sudeep on 8. Just mentioned with the batting lineup, Lokesh, Rahul, Rajiv, Chandan, Dekant. They really bat deep. Rahul just mentioned about them building on. You can see those stands just filling in, the people just coming in. As the evening progresses, the lights will be on very soon. Match number 2 in progress. The lights just coming on at the moment as I speak. Going to be a change in bowling. Manikuttan now coming in for the strikers. Suresh mentioned did a good job.
Ajay, as the sun sets down, the lights comes out. It's a twilight. We could see the glimpses of the second game. Kerala Blasters versus Karnataka Bulldozers going through. We have a new bowler, Manikuttan from Kerala Strikers.
सिर्फ मुझे याद है जब ये फेज आता है ना, जब जो सूरज है वो ढल रहा है, लाइट्स आ रही है. हम जब खेलते थे डे एंड नाइट क्रिकेट, हमारे जो कोच है या कप्तान कहते थे इस समय थोड़ा सा सावधानी बरती है क्योंकि विकेट गिर सकती है. और मैंने कई बार देखा है ये समय ऐसा होता है जब विकेट गिर जाती है. अब पता नहीं क्या कारण है. ये नहीं कि गेंद नहीं दिखती, मैं खुद भी बीच में कई बार रहा हूँ, बल्लेबाजी कर रहा था, पर ऐसा नहीं है. मतलब कई मैचेस की मैं बात कर रहा हूँ, ये ऐसा फेज होता है जब एक आध विकेट गिर जाती है.
वो कोच खास करके उनके एक्सपीरियंस के बारे में ही बता रहेंगे. Okay, that's the experience which he has gone through, and same things can be communicated. But the times have changed, Ajay. Now they don't rely on the sunset or the light comes out. When the ball is there to hit, go for it.
पर बड़ा मजा आता था, मुझे याद है वो दिन जब ईडन गार्डन्स में डे नाइट मैच खेल रहे हैं, मोहाली में खेल रहे हैं। पर एक समस्या रहती थी जो अभी भी है, मतलब जो ओस का प्रभाव होता है। अब यहाँ आज देखना होगा कितनी ओस पड़ती है, पर अगर ओस पड़ गई तो फिर समस्या है। गेंद जो है वो साबुन की तरह हो जाती है, ग्रिप करना बहुत कठिन है। अब आप भी गेंदबाज थे सुनील, आप भी ऐसे मैच खेले होंगे कभी जब गेंद को ग्रिप करना बहुत कठिन था, फिर आप क्या करते थे?
अजय वो तो लंबी कहानी है. As the matches goes on, we will share that part of difficulties. You know, when the dew starts falling, it's going to be really difficult to grip the ball. Meanwhile, Manikuttan. Oh, starts from the wide. Let me come back to that. I still remember, of course, it's part of the growing up as you play higher and higher and you put number of games. You see the Kerala dugout colorfully. Kerala strikers. It's always difficult to grip the ball when the due part will come into whether you bowl first or bowl second. You know, you need to get used to it. It's a beautiful shot from Pradeep. Nicely timed for a single. Yeah, coming back to that again, due part, Ajay. It's very difficult. What I used to do is try and practice with a wet ball in the skill sessions. That's the way I got used to it. And we see Digant on the screen. He is a very popular actor from Bulldozers side. And I kept on doing that, and though I used to have trouble in the match, and I started bowling behind the crease. That's where the access became easier for me to grip the ball when the ball starts skidding.
And that's the thing that the youngsters really have to learn, and once you're playing that grade of cricket, that quality of cricket, to learn a few things pretty important. That's a good delivery. Just falling the batsman. He was just coming out of the crease. Sudeep is a very smart customer, very experienced campaigner. Just following the batsman. Manikuttan doing the wise thing.
That's a wise one from either of both of them, I would say. Sudeep stepped out. Manikuttan bowled into his pads. Never allowed the batsman to get his hands free to go for the heap.
Inside edge, that's racing away, that's cleared in the gap. That's a very good effort. Just thought that ball was travelling. In fact, in the end, signalling a 4 because his body just hit the skirting. That's a very good effort indeed, good commitment. But in the end, that's going to be a 4. Himself signalling that boundary.
I think that was a great shot from Pradeep, and you look at the effort from him, brilliant effort, and he was very clear and very honest in saying that it was a boundary. Really appreciated, Ajay.
Absolutely, and that's exactly what you want, because you see his legs are just hitting the skirting. In fact, it was referred to the third umpire. Well, he had already indicated before. Pradeep getting his second boundary, moves on to 14 now. Drummers out here. A lot of music in the air as well at the stadium. You know his name, yeah? Sunil?
I think must be some Swami. I fairly remember, but I don't know what Swami he is. But he is very popular in Karnataka. That's for sure, I can say that.
You were also part of the Rockstars team as a mentor. You were just guiding them. What was your role in the side?
I was part of the Rockstars team. I know a couple of games I did play, and I was trying to make them realize that how important is to compete with the best of the players. so that trying to share them the announcers. When you play a better team, better players, you come across with a better batsman, you come across with a better bowler, how you can negotiate.
In fact, how did the fare as far as the Karnataka Premier League are concerned? Because a lot of good quality cricketers, a lot of first-class cricketers are playing in that league. So how did this team fare in the first few seasons?
I think Rockstars, for them, if you look at the way they've shaped well, of course, they have not won many games in KPL, but the exposure what they got is tremendous. It's very important for them to compete with the best of the players. You name the big guns in the IPL: Rahul, Manish Pandey, Robin Uthappa, Stuart Binney, Vinay Kumar, Karun Nair, Mithun, Arvind, everyone. You name the big players from IPL were part of KPL, where these Bulldozers, Kicha Sudeep and his team, they have negotiated that sort of a bowling or a batting players. That means we got to give that much the exposure and credit to Kicha Sudeep.
That experience really makes this a very formidable unit, Karnataka Bulldozers. That's exactly what we've seen of them in the last few seasons in the CCL. Pulls that one. Just eluding the fielder at mid-wicket. Just settling for one. 4 overs gone, 27 for no loss. Did a good job, Suresh, early on. 2 overs, conceding 7 runs, 5 dot deliveries. Mani Kootan was a touch expensive in his first over. And that's a wonderful flag as well. Innovative. We see innovation as far as batting goes, but bit of innovation in that flag. Beautifully done. At the moment, both the openers out there, Pradeep and Sudeep. The next batsman padded up. The dugout for the Karnataka Bulldozers.
It's a wonderful batting lineup. There's a change in bowling. Shafiq Rahiman. It's very difficult to pronounce some of these players' names as well, Ajay. How do you manage when you go through all these first-class games?
Yeah, I think just get used to, just prepare it. This is the evening before or a few days before. Sudeep at the moment just taking a bit of break, just resting. He's not looking too fit at the moment. That's the reason he's got the runner as well.
Mr. Ashok Kenny, the owner of the Karnataka Bulldozers. Sudeep is on the ground. I think because Kerala strikers are taking quite a lot of time. That's the reason. Sudeep has made himself to take a break as well.
So as you mentioned, Sunil, is going to be Shafiq now. It's also important in a T10 game, Sunil, to rotate your bowlers and bowl your best bowler probably in the last bit. Your 8th, 9th, 10th over. Always going to be very important. That's a good start. That's a good delivery as well. Just getting a bit of movement.
That's a good start though, Shafiq. Nice line length. Ball 1. It's on the spot.
I like the rhythm as well. The way he bowled that first delivery. Running up pretty well to the crease. Just getting a bit of movement, bit of lateral movement, not much, but just slight. The lights also just coming on. Just shuffling across, plays on the onside. That's a terrific strike. No stopping that. That race across the turf.
I think if you could just go back to this replay and wait how he wisely moved onto the off stump. Picked it up nicely, a pickup shot.
Love that bat flow as well from Sudeep. This is the bat flow, beautiful. Just like a golfing shot. Just playing in the vacant area. There's a man at long on a deep square leg, just playing in that big vacant area. Just pulling that one, not timing it too well. See the runner for Sudeep. Charging in, running the first one really hard. At times there can be a bit of confusion especially for Pradeep. He's looking at Sudeep for a few seconds and then looking at the runner.
Absolutely, you're spot on. You see the Kerala dugout. Some syllabs from Kerala strikers. Coming back to that shot, it was a pitching wedge shot, Ajay, which got Kicha Sudeep boundary.
You played a bit of golf, isn't it?
I do still play, but not though regularly. And my shots will be only deep mid wicket and deep square leg.
What a stress buster, isn't it?
In fact, I have to say this on record. Since I started playing golf during my career as well, my backswing got better and I started hitting much more straighter.
But probably late in the career, late in the day for you.
It was too late.
Had that swing got better, Sunil would have probably got much more runs. He got a lot of runs at the first class level, at the international level as well, but could have been a different story altogether.
Sense some small drama is going on, Ajay, in between 22 yards.
And you have a lovely golf course in Bangalore, isn't it?
Oh, fantastic. We have 4 or 5 best golf course in India, I would say, KGA. Then we have Nandi Golf Shire. Then we have Eagleton. Then we have BGC. Lovely. That's the one. Pradeep. Gone for a big one. Oh, missed it. Didn't time it though, but he got 2 runs. Going back to that golf course, Ajay, Bangalore has Bangalore caters, Karnataka caters a lot of golf courses, a lot of golf tournaments as well.
Well, that should have been taken. Although they look easy, the ball was swirling in the air, just coming down, getting both his hands. Had enough time. Oh, just messing that one. They need to hold a few catches. Sudeep as well. Got a reprieve early on. Once again, clobbering on the offside. Will come back for the second. Good running. Good running by the runner. He's running to danger. And a couple of more runs. Good over so far. Got a boundary early on. And then a couple of runs. Overall 9 runs coming from this over, 5 deliveries.
I think the best part is, they haven't lost a wicket. That's a bonus. The wickets in hand puts the opposition onto pressure.
That's tucked away. That's going to be a long chase. It's a quick outfield. And it's going to be a 4 to end the over. 5 overs gone, 40 for no loss.
Bulldozers 40 of 5 overs. We have a new gentleman in my next to me, Vinit Malhotra. Good evening, Vinit.
A very good evening, Sunil. New to some and a very old friend of Mr. Joshi. We go a long way, and as you can tell by the excitement in my voice, I'm equally excited to be a part of this team. And the Karnataka Bulldozers, Sunil, bulldozing their way to a nice total. And if we compare it to the first match, which seemed to be a bit of a drab, this is turning out to be quite an exciting show.
I think that team, Bulldozers, led the man on the screen, Captain Kicha Sudeep. That shows that how they have prepared very well before coming to this tournament. They're organized well. Whether it was, we just saw the glimpses, during the match break after the first game, the players going through the proper routine, the fielding, the warm-ups and everything. That shows the Kicha Sudeep is much more organized, and which is reflecting on the score as well.
Well, like they say, preparation is the mother of success, and failure has no fathers. So the better you prepare, the more likely you are to taste success. And Sudeep, the mercurial star, who happens to be a fantastic hitter of the ball as well. Marshalling on and strikes the ball towards mid-on and will get a single. Well, a lot of clumsy moves at times, but can't be blamed, right, Sunil? They're actors pretending to be cricketers.
Absolutely. There's no doubt about it. And considering Sudeep, he is the leader and he's a mass leader, I would say so.
Well, as you could tell when he walked in for that interview, the crowd just roared and welcomed him, and I'm sure that must have inspired him to make an impact today and take his team to a good total. But so far we have seen a clinical performance from these two, a very good partnership of 41 runs with 32 balls, and Pradeep nevertheless equally efficient in giving company to his captain.
Pradeep is a proper first division player, Vinny. You can see this one pickup shot. Should have gone for the second run as well. Yeah, he's going for the second. This team, you know, they really do the homework very well. And they do a lot of committed practice, committed training, which a few years back, which I was part of this team, Karnataka Rockstars in KPL, we have put certain things in their system which they religiously continue to do so till now. That's the fortune they are getting now. The reason why I'm saying this is certain good practices you put in, the results will follow.
Absolutely, and this is the first innings we're in the middle of right now, and you are watching the CCL T10 Blast powered by Bharti Cement. The first game will concluded not in a very momentous fashion, but this one seems to be going right down to the wire. And he's plucked it up, and definitely it'll fall short of the man, and they will get a single. The power plays are gone. The last ball of the 6th over. The captain is assessing the situation, trying to figure out the strategies that perhaps can impede his plans. But he still seems to be very calm and composed. Well, it serves to be a precedent for the batsman that will follow, Sunil.
And that shows Kicha Sudeep, the experienced campaigner. That's a good one. Getting on to another single to finish at 45 for no loss of 6 overs.
All right, the Karnataka Bulldozers bulldozing their way to a formidable total. Pradeep and Sudeep with a formidable partnership. Some beautiful faces can be seen on your screen. After all, this is the Celebrity Cricket League, and there's beauty on the screen as well as on the crease.
We have the owner also, Vinit, Mr. Ashok Kenny. He's the owner of this bulldozer team. And with the celebs from Karnataka.
Well, it's a very dynamic film industry, and it's a very close-knit family. And you know, you guys were talking about Dhruv and the kind of player he was. You know, I've seen Dhruv play, and the kind of spunk and, you know, the selflessness he showed on field, Sunil, is something that I cannot forget. And that is the kind of a player, despite all odds, you know, managed to motivate his team, managed to get the runs on the board, managed to take those catches when his team needed it the most. It's a great loss, you know, that he left his team at a very early age, at a tender age of 35.
Absolutely, Vinit. मैं उसके बारे में जितना बोलूँ उतना कम ही है, because I have direct interaction with him. He was a wonderful player. Wonderful. I mean, in terms of fielding, he was an excellent fielder. He used to stand in covers. He used to stand in slips, used to bowl medium pace, used to bat on a seaming tracks against best of the fast bowlers. जितना मैं उसके बारे में बोलूँ उतना कम ही लगता है मेरे को, because I get a bit emotional on Dhruv Sharma, because I've seen him very closely. I've spent a good amount of time with him during the KPL when the Rockstar team was, I was part of it. But may his soul rest in peace once again.
Well, he's plucked it towards extra cover and it'll be intercepted, and they will still get a single. And you were talking about Dhruv, and the fashion in which the captain Sudeep and Pradeep have shown their emotion by showcasing Dhruv's photograph on their jerseys is commendable. The solidarity can be felt. The tribute is actually very, very palpable. And he was a great player, like you said, Sunil, and we'll definitely miss him. And perhaps that will serve as a motivation for the Karnataka Bulldozer today, to come up with a convincing win. They are at a very good position, a formidable total. Well, that one beat him. A bit of a fatigue setting in, perhaps, for Pradeep. Well, he has been batting since the start of the innings, but it's only been a little over 6 overs. Sunil, let's talk about totals. What's your projection? The way they are going, I would at least expect them to cross 130.
I think they should cross 130, Vineet, because the way they got a start, and still they have their 10 wickets intact. And one thing which I would love to see Sudeep and Pradeep, or maybe Rajiv coming in next, or Rahul coming in next, is trying to hit straight. You cannot get horizontal shots because the wicket has a tinge of a grass. The ball will skid. The better you hit straight through the line, it's much more easier. I won't say easier, but it's better.
Well, apart from the delays and some of the decisions that perhaps delayed proceedings, the one thing that is a sight for sore eyes is the spunk with which these two are actually playing in the middle of the field. There is a very thin line between being cocky and snobbish, like they say in Hindi. Ghamand Vivek ko kha jata hai. These two are batting with the confidence, that actually is inspiring. Not only perhaps for the batsmen who are to follow, but for the opposition as well.
7 overs, 47 for no loss. We need to hear, Karnataka Bulldozers, after getting a good start. I think the last over was not that great. Kicha Sudeep missed 3 dot balls. In this format, 3 dot balls is a big thing.
Absolutely, and I'm yet to see some of those big shots, the big lofted shots, that actually get the crowd on their feet, A good partnership has transpired between these two, 47 runs of 42 balls. But we're yet to see those big, entertaining shots. And you never know. Perhaps one is going to come in this over. And the crowd is going to be on its feet. And that's the kind of entertainment. And that's the kind of atmospheric, friction you need to see in the crowd. Well, we'll wait for that. And this definitely is turning out to be a little slow-paced event for the Karnataka Bulldozers. The way they started is shade lighter than what we are seeing right now.
It's very important. We need this over has to be there. The next 2 overs. It's a big thing to get more boundaries and sixes.
Well, that's a wide, and anticipation in the dugouts. They want them to reach a formidable total because the bowlers will have to do the work once the opposition comes on to bat. And you can see a lot of anticipation, a lot of tremors, A lot of celebrities scratching their heads, fiddling with their fingers. Those are just telltale signs that things just might go downhill for Karnataka. There's a plunged shot, but it is intercepted by the non-striker, and there is a fumble. And he is back into his territory, safe.
I think Pradeep hit his non-striker, Kiran, badly on the hand. Probably would have saved 2 runs easily. Eventually, he missed getting run out.
Well, you know, there was not even a hint from the batsman that he wanted a single. But I think Pradeep was in a rush to get to the other side and get cracking. But nevertheless, he's been saved. And we are yet to see a wicket fall in the first innings. And people are also waiting for some action, some big wickets, or perhaps some big sixers that will run off across the boundary. And Pradeep. Well, that's a fumble. Well, these are the kind of fumbles that one has to avoid. Unnecessary, Sunil.
See, at this stage, we need all those fumbles can be avoided, but cannot be missed.
Well said, Sunil. They can be avoided but not missed. Well, they've reached their 50. About 16 odd balls to go, and there's another dot ball. And there goes the wicket. Well, there was not a very clever move, but nevertheless, a breakthrough for the Kerala strikers.
That's a valid, you got to get to that stage, Vineet, because they are not able to get the big strokes. And Sudeep eventually getting run out. Sad end to Sudeep getting run out after getting a good start. Not able to convert to the boundaries which required. And that's the time where Karnataka Bulldozers need to fire now. The big boundaries need to come. Captain talking to the next batsman, Rahul.
Okay, the first breakthrough, and the Kerala strikers have their first wicket in the form of Sudeep, who had many opportunities to convert some very easy shots into boundaries and more runs, but it was not their day today. They started off on a good note, wicketless for the most part of the first innings, but runs did not come by. Rajiv is the new batsman on the crease, and let's see what he has up his sleeve.
Rajiv is a powerful striker of the ball, Vineet. After captain getting run out, and we see new man in the form of Rajiv. See, can he get some boundaries? And look at that bat size. Look at that bat size. I've seen very closely. His bat is the one which will go, if he makes it an impact, it will go over the line for sure. That's the example. That's the example of the first one.
Well, not a very efficient effort towards stopping that boundary, but nevertheless a welcome boundary for the Karnataka Bulldozers, who've been reeling under some sort of a pressure and were unable to convert those good positions into runs. But there's a welcome boundary, and the Kerala strikers will be hoping that none of those are to be seen in the remainder of the balls, and they aren't too many, let me tell you that.
If Rajiv can play the remaining 2 overs, I'm sure Karnataka Bulldozers will cross the 100 mark, I'm sure.
Well, that's a big one. Let's see how far it goes, and it's crossed the boundary line. It's the first sixer of this innings, and a welcome sixer at that. Rajiv, like you said, Sunil, is a big striker of the ball. Gets the first sixer of the innings. 8 overs down, 61 for 1 for Karnataka Bulldozers.
Karnataka Bulldozers 61 for 1 of 8 overs. 12 balls. They need minimum 39 runs to get to 100.
Well, that's the mental block that can actually trouble the opposition when they come on to bat. But a welcome boundary, a welcome sixer at that. The first entertaining sixer that we have seen in this innings. And Rajiv, Sunil, like you said, is a big striker of the ball. And you also just told me that he has taken a lot of well-known bowlers to the cleaners even when he's practicing. So is this the time that the fortunes of the Karnataka Bulldozers will perhaps change for the better and we will see them cross the 3-digit mark?
They should. What I would like or love to do or communicate to Pradeep from sitting over the boundary line is take a single and give strike to Rajiv. That's all.
Well, they can't waste any balls, and there's another example. I think that will be intercepted, but no, that's another boundary. Welcome boundary takes them to 65, and the 9th over has started on a very good note for the Karnataka Bulldozers.
Pradeep picked it up very well. Went back, pulled it over, shot mid-wicket. It's a boundary, much needed boundary for Karnataka Bulldozers. Taking the score to 65. 11 to go, 35 runs.
Well, Arun still wicketless, has conceded 6 runs so far and is perhaps going to dislodge at least one of these batsmen because they need that wicket. There's another big shot and let's see how far that goes. Well, that also has gone across and we have another welcome boundary for the Karnataka Bulldozers. The runs are pouring since Rajiv has walked into the park. And what a prophecy by Sunil Joshi that this is the man of the hour. He is going to give the Karnataka Bulldozers what they need, and that is a formidable total.
I think this is what their preparations has been, Vineet, and I'm sure that the execution also will happen when you make an impact. Give it a try.
Absolutely, and Pradeep on the other end is going to face the next ball. He's hung there and he's made sure that he doesn't abandon the hopes of his team to start off this tournament on a winning note. And there is another attempt, but it will be intercepted and they only get that lonesome single. But it's turning out to be a good over, Sunil.
A fantastic over. It's a turn to Rajiv now. 9 runs of first 3 balls to Karnataka Bulldozers from Pradeep, and it's time for Rajiv to get the ball going outside the boundary line.
Well, amazing stats. The partnership has already reached 20 runs in 6 balls. Well, that is perhaps a strike rate, a combined strike rate of 300 plus. Well, had they maintained this kind of a strike rate from the word go, well, they would have been staring at a very formidable total. But nevertheless, like they say in Hindi, Der aaye durust aaye.
Der aaye durust aaye, sahi time pe aaye.
Well, you know, the one thing that I appreciate about the Karnataka Bulldozers, Sunil, is that, you know, they have wasted a few balls. They have not appreciated some of the balls, dot balls. But now, the confidence that I see in the two of them, in fact, the confidence that I also see in Pradeep after Rajiv has walked in, is rubbing off on Pradeep as well. You know, they are trying to make everything of everything that is thrown at them.
Absolutely, Vineet. I mean, that's the way to go about it. Pradeep is all set. There's nothing to lose. That's another bite. That's 1+1. That's another bonus.
Well, it's 1+1. The sale season is also on. It's Christmas Eve. It's the end of the new year. So why shouldn't the Karnataka Bulldozers too make use of that? And once again, let me wish our viewers and whoever is watching a very Merry Christmas. It's Christmas Eve and we are in Hyderabad. And you are watching the CCL T10 blast powered by Bharti Cement. Well, that's the second sixer coming off the bat of Rajiv, and since he's walked in, there's spunk in the air, there's excitement in the air, it's palpable, and the crowd is excited. The Bulldozers are perhaps going to be reaching a a well-to-do total. The penultimate ball of the 9th over is turning out to be pivoting the entire axis of their total in a different and a very confident direction. Sunil.
Look at that, the still position of Rajiv. I'm getting my memories back. Last ball. Oh, that's okay. I would say 79 for 1 of 9 overs.
Well, to sum it up in one word, foolish. Should have waited, should have taken his time. He was in a good position. It's the last over of the first innings for the Karnataka Bulldozers, and the new batsman who's going to walk in is going to waste at least a couple of balls to warm up or convert the non-striker's end. It's 79 for 2, 9 overs.
Batsman Rahul. Karnataka Bulldozers 79 for 2 beneath last over. Rahul need to take a single and give strike to Rajiv. We saw the last fifth ball before Pradeep got run out. The Kerala strikers dug out the celebs. We see the Karnataka dugout as well along with that. This is CCL T10 blast powered by Bharati Cement. First time ever T10 happening in CCL.
Well, that's a cracker of a shot, and it's missed the fielder, is headed to the boundary, but will be intercepted. Nevertheless, the initial goosebumps, if I can say, are gone. And 5 more balls, and this can actually be converted into an innings which might scare off the opposition. Sunil, not too many runs coming on the offside. Not even in this game, but even in the first game that we witnessed, most of the runs perhaps being scored towards the leg side and towards mid-wicket. Any reason you think?
That's their favorite department. Is a favorite department. Absolutely. They are the ones who are going to swing the bat across, slog sweep, slog pull, you name it. So finally the runs are going in the mid-wicket and fine leg region.
Well, that's a big one. Let's see if it's going to cross the boundary or not. There could be a fielder underneath it, and he's taken that catch. A breakthrough for the Kerala strikers, and 2 wickets down for the Karnataka Bulldozers. A big, big blow. 9.2 overs gone, 80 for 3.
Rajiv missed this one. Didn't time it very well though. Try to hit, there's no choice, but he has to do it. But it's a good catch on the boundary line fence.
Well, just the breakthrough that they needed, and rejoicing after taking that wicket. "80 runs for 3 in 9.2 overs. Well, there seems to be some altercation on the field, because most of the guys are talking to each other and trying to resolve a conflict. I think when Rajiv was on his way back, someone said something to him and he perhaps felt bad about it, and they're trying to reconcile the situation. Sudeep over there trying to tell his teammates, just focus on the game. We're almost there. We've done a good job in the last couple of overs. We have hit the boundaries that we needed the most, and we've reached somewhat of a respectable total. Let's get on with the play and be gentlemen. That's what cricket is about, Sunil.
So Vineet, what's the scene then? Is Rajiv out or he is not out?
You know, my guess is as good as yours. And he perhaps is waiting for a new batsman, or he's been deputed as a runner. It's not the first time we'll be seeing something like this in today's match.
I think still there is no confusion. Yeah, he is a runner. Finally, we have a clear communication.
Lokesh is the new batsman in. There are 3 wickets down and 4 balls to remain. This
Can
is the
they get
moment.
100?
Can they get 100? Well, that's an uphill task. But the word impossible itself spells I am possible.
That's absolutely right, Vineet. 81, 3 to go, 3 sixes. Could be possible.
Well, if wishes were horses, I would buy a chariot for you, Sunil.
Definitely not. You need to see, that's the Karnataka Bulldozers camp. We see players from Tamil Nadu team supporting Karnataka. Yeah?
All is fair in love and war, Sunil. Well, he tried to hit that one, but I think he's out, or the wicket keeper is celebrating with no accord. Well, the umpire disagrees.
Appealing for the celebrations. Meanwhile, smart cricket from Rajiv took a single.
That's what you call a sneaky run. And sneaky runs go a long way. You know, they tell you that I'm not going to miss any opportunity.
Absolutely, Vineet. I think this game hasn't finished. Another 2 balls to go.
Oh, well,
Karnataka can get to 90. 2 balls to go.
2 balls to go, but we have to wait. How long will these 2 balls last? So far, it's turning out to be a good over for the Kerala strikers. Penultimate ball, and he's hit it hard. Is it going to cross the boundary, or is it going to get underneath a fielder? And it's a catch. Another blow to the Karnataka Bulldozers. Just 1 ball remaining, and this over has dealt a bloody blow to their plans.
Absolutely. Rahul missing it out. Didn't time it. 1 wicket buys 1 wicket. That's the bowling figures in this over. Good catch. Safe pair of hands. Bowler is excited, as at the same time fielder is excited. Rahul got 2. 82 for 4 Karnataka Bulldozers.
Well, not a very momentous first innings for the Karnataka Bulldozers. We did see flashes of brilliance and flashes of runs coming by, but they've only managed to muster 82, and the Kerala strikers need 83 runs to win this match. Chandan was the new batsman in, and he's the new batsman back into the pavilion as well. All right, the Karnataka Bulldozers getting off to a good start with Pradeep notching up 39 runs in 28 balls. Sudeep stuck around and did contribute with 18 runs, but of course a lot of dot balls and missed chances saw him go back to the pavilion. Rajiv and Rahul and Lokesh and Kiran not adding too much to the tally of this 82 that you see on your screen, and definitely not a formidable target that they would have been hoping for. Well, the bowlers did their job well, and Shafiq picked up 2 wickets and did his job with utmost precision, and the way the wickets fell was of course representative of the fact that the teams that have prepared the most are going to get the most wickets. All right, let's go across to Raman.
Well, thank you so much, Vineet. I've got Pradeep here with me, the man who top scored in the innings with 39, but 82 on the board. Do you think a little hard done here, the Bulldozers, with that score?
The pitch is nipping a little bit, and bowling in a channel will be difficult for them also. So I think we are just 10 to 12 runs short.
10 to 12 short. You'd probably be bowling the first over as well. But did those 3 runouts really hurt your side today?
No, not really, because the first 7 overs weren't initially good. We couldn't score big, and the power play was also not big. So we had to go for it. We had to convert the ones into twos. So we had to take chances. So runouts are bound to happen. That.
Now 83 to defend, go well with that, with the ball. Well, that's the way it is. Pradeep hoping that they can defend 83. Back to the commentary box.
Thanks a lot, Raman. Pradeep, the man of the hour, did a beautiful job today with the bat. Let's take a look at the highlights. The Karnataka Bulldozers starting off on a good note. Pradeep with some spunky batting over there, and not too many wickets fell in the first 6 overs, but after that the scoring got a little slow, and of course the wickets also fell equally fast. Well, the bowling did their job in the beginning, coming up with a few amazing deliveries right in the block hole, but the batting somewhat crumpled after the fall of the first wicket, and that was Sudeep. When he went back to the pavilion, there was a lull to that storm, which actually made the Karnataka Bulldozers come back on the back foot and score only 82 runs. Couple of boundaries and a couple of welcome sixes were also seen today, and that was one of them. But wickets could have been saved had cleverness prevailed, but that was not to be, and the Kerala strikers made the most in the last few overs. Some thoughtless strokes, and some people walked back into the pavilion who could have been instrumental in taking this team to a 3-digit total. But nevertheless, it was a good game, it was a good innings. The Kerala strikers are going to pad up and come back and try and achieve the target of 83 runs. All right, 83 is the target, and the Kerala strikers are padding up to come back and give a good reply to the Karnataka Bulldozers. Let's go across to my man Raman Bhanot for more.
Time now, ladies and gentlemen, for the Carbon Kamal catch. I've got Sunil here with me. I've got 3 contenders waiting to catch this cricket ball. Sunil's going to be firing it away. Let's see who's going to catch it, because whoever does wins that Carbon mobile.
Are you going to share it with me, any of you? Are you going to share your phones with me?
Well, I wonder if they will be sharing that mobile with you. They've got to catch the cricket ball first, Sunil. Are you ready to go? All right, here goes the first one. And that's taken. Not bad. We've got 1 contender. Another one. Let's see if someone else can catch that as well. There are 2 more still to go. Well, that's just a little bit of movement, but he's taken it by the scruff of his fingernails.
They're really earning their phones, man.
Yeah, they're running their phones. The last one to go here, Sunil. And here goes. And that's as easy as pocketing a Rasgulla. Thank you so much, Sunil, for doing the honors. Ladies and gentlemen, that's what we had for you in the Carbon Kamal catch.
Thanks a lot, Raman. Well, it's time for us to take a break, but when we come back, the Kerala strikers are going to come back with their reply and a target of 83 runs. We'll be right back.
Good afternoon. Welcome back to Hyderabad once again. So Kerala strikers, both the openers out there, Alexander, along with him, it's going to be Rajiv opening the innings for the Kerala strikers. 83 is the target. Going to be Pradeep to start the proceedings with the ball. First ball just outside the line of Ostam. Wide the call for the umpire. He's hurting in his line. Just a couple of steps and then coming in very quickly, Pradeep. So going to be a very interesting run chase. Just thought that Kerala strikers in the last few overs did a very good job with the ball. They stemmed the flow of runs, picked up a few wickets as well. Not chasing much, just need to bat sensibly. All depends on how Bulldozers bowl. CCL T10 blast powered by Bharti Cement. The second match in progress. And that's a much better length as well from the bowler Pradeep. A very useful all-rounder. Need a good start up front just to ease the pressure. A lot of fielders inside the circle. 3 overs of power play. Once again, just erring in his line. थोड़ी नियंत्रित गेंदबाजी करनी होगी. ज़्यादा अगर आप एक्सपेरिमेंट करेंगे या गति के लिए जाएंगे, फिर अपनी दिशा से आप भटक सकते हैं. बात कर रहा था, थोड़ी ज़्यादा ऐसा लग रहा है कि आप प्रयास कर रहे हैं. बहुत जरूरी है कि ये शुरू में थोड़ा दबाव आप डालें, सही जगह पे गेंदबाजी करें. और वही शायद जो बाकी फील्डर्स हैं उनके पास आ रहे हैं, समझा रहे हैं यहाँ पे प्रदीप को कि एक लाइन पे करिए, विकेट टू विकेट. काफी बातचीत चलती है. गेंदबाज को अगर कोई गलती करे तो समझाने के लिए आ रहे हैं. और अब अपना एंगल बदलते हुए राउंड द विकेट आ रहे हैं. इस बार बल्ला लगा, ऐसा लगा कि बल्ला लगा है. देखना होगा एम्पायर की क्या सोच है. जी हाँ, बल्ला लगा बिल्कुल. अंदरूनी किनारा, एक रन मिलता हुआ यहाँ पे. और खाता खोला अलेक्जेंडर ने उस सिंगल के साथ. कमेंटेटर बॉक्स में मैं मेरा मेरे साथ है एक बार फिर रमन बनोट. स्वागत है.
धन्यवाद अजय. सबसे बड़ी बात ये थी कि बॉल लेग स्टंप के बाहर टप्पा खाई थी, और क्योंकि लेग स्टंप के बाहर पिच करी थी तो उसके बाद बैट लगे या ना लगे कोई चांस ही नहीं है लेग बिफोर देने का. केरला ब्लास्टर्स के सपोर्टर्स तो मौजूद. अठहत्तर रन 58 गेंदों में. दिलचस्प बात ये थी अजय, बात कर रहा था मैं प्रदीप से, इस केरला स्ट्राइकर्स की चेस शुरू होने से पहले, और वो ये कह रहे थे रन तो हमने बना लिया 39 पर, बॉल थोड़ा सा जिप कर सकता है तो मैं पहला ओवर डालूंगा, उम्मीद है विकेट निकाल दूं.
जी हाँ बिल्कुल. और मुझे लगता है कि जब आपके पास इतने रन ना हो, बहुत जरूरी है कि अच्छी सदी शुरुआत हो. कुछ सुंदर चेहरे, कुछ सुंदर स्ट्रोक्स भी आज देखे हैं. और यहाँ पे जो दर्शकों की तादाद है, एकदम शोर सा आ रहा है. जैसे
आपने ज्यादा क्या देखा है अजय?
देखिए, यादा तो मैं आपके साथ ही रहा हूं, पर नीचे जाने का मौका मिल नहीं रहा. पर जरूर जाएंगे, बहुत जल्दी जाएंगे. और ग्राउंड का जो वातावरण है, जो माहौल है, वो भी बहुत बढ़िया इस वक्त. ये अच्छी गेंद.
और एंगल बदलने से क्रैम्प कर रहे हैं राजीव को, बड़े स्ट्रोक्स लगाने से रोकते हुए.
ये है खेमा केरला स्ट्राइकर्स का. एक मजबूत बैटिंग क्रम है इनके पास, पर एक चुनौती है कि एक अच्छी टीम के विरुद्ध वो खेल रहे हैं. कर्नाटका बुलडोजर्स जो 2 बार खिताब जीत चुकी है अभी तक सीसीएल में. अच्छा प्रदर्शन रहा है उनका. ओ बढ़िया गेंद, बहुत बढ़िया. ज्यादा मूवमेंट नहीं, पर जो एंगल है उससे ही चकमा खा गए.
खेल सारा इस एंगल का बनता हुआ. प्रदीप राउंड द विकेट. सीम अपराइट नहीं पकड़ के गेंदबाजी कर रहे. कई बार देखा आज न सिर्फ केरला की टीम के खिलाफ, आज कर्नाटका के खिलाड़ियों से.
बहुत जल्दी दौड़ ली है. और डायरेक्ट हेड वापस जाना होता, चूक है वहां पे. संघर्ष कर रहे थे, रन नहीं आ रहे हैं, कुछ वाइड से रन जरूर आए हैं पर बल्ले से रन नहीं आए। तो सोच यही थी कि स्ट्राइक रोटेट की जाए, डायरेक्ट हिट वापस जाना होता। संघर्ष कर रहे थे। अलेक्जेंडर अब स्ट्राइक पे हैं और अच्छी चीज है कि कई बार हमने देखा कि आप रनर के साथ आते हैं, यहाँ पे रनर नहीं आया कोई, खुद आए हैं। और बहुत बढ़िया गेंद, उछाल मिलती हुई, 6 बिना किसी नुकसान के।
पहले ओवर में 6 रन, लक्ष्य याद रखिए केवल 83 रनों का है, ज्यादा रन स्कोरबोर्ड पर डाले नहीं। आज कर्नाटका बुलडोजर्स ने केरला स्ट्राइकर्स के लिए बैट्समैन के बल्ले से रन कम, पहले ओवर में एक्स्ट्रास की कंट्रीब्यूशन ज्यादा।
Normally I've seen Karnataka Bulldozers are very good on the field. They are a very committed unit. Just having a word with Sunil Joshi as well, just mentioned how they practice for the Karnataka Premier League. They're a good unit. Kiran now coming in. A lot of chat going on. 77 runs required of 54. That's a nice way. When you have your mobile phone, can come to a lot of views. The crowds are really getting excited. This is a big game as well. Both the teams would like to start well with a win here. First match always important. The crowds have really built up, coming in large numbers. Got a man at fine leg, deep third man as well. Oh, that's cut away, and that's going to race away. That's going to be a 4. Just bowling a touch shot there, Kiran, giving a lot of room to the batsman to free his arms.
And Rajiv needed no further invitation. That was banged into his own half of the pitch by Kiran. Smacked away of the toe of the bat by Rajiv. Look at how short this ball was and how wide. What's the feel like on the offside? There's a change now with third man coming up.
जी हाँ बिल्कुल, पहले एक खिलाड़ी डीप थर्ड मैन में था, अब वो शॉर्ट थर्ड मैन में आया है। देखिए वो फील्डर्स भी स्वैप करते हुए, पर अब एक खिलाड़ी उस बाउंड्री के बाद रमन रखा है डीप पॉइंट पे। तो आप देख रहे हैं डीप थर्ड मैन है, एक डीप पॉइंट है, 2 बाउंड्री राइडर्स हैं ऑफ साइड पे।
And only 2 are allowed in the first 3 overs thanks to the power play. That's going to be called a wide. It is. Rajiv's a cracker of a batsman. He can really talk the cricket ball a fair distance. We've seen him in the past as well for the Kerala strikers, play some big innings.
Yeah. बहुत ही सक्षम बल्लेबाज है, आक्रामकता दिखाते हैं। यहाँ पे काफी बातचीत हो रही है, अब ज्यादा भी आप इनपुट्स देंगे ना, there are too many cooks spoil the broth. तो ज्यादा भी आप समझाएंगे तो वो कहीं ना कहीं अपना का ध्यान ना भटक जाए, ज्यादा सोच आप कुछ अलग कर देंगे, किसी अलग दिशा में चले जाएंगे। काफी बातचीत हो रही है ये खेमा केरला स्ट्राइकर्स का, जानते हैं इस मुकाबले का महत्व।
Wonder if they're watching the match being streamed live.
भारी किनारा, और वो जो खिलाड़ी डीप थर्ड मैन का प्ले में आता हुआ, जी हाँ बिल्कुल सही कहा, जो स्ट्रीमिंग चल रही है, शायद आप कई बार लाइव भी देखते हैं कि अब क्या चल रहा है। देखिए एक बड़ा स्कोर बोर्ड भी है यहाँ पे, ये देखिए बिल्कुल ध्यान केंद्रित बीच में।
It's not a big score to chase down, but it's a tricky score to chase down given the bowling attack that the Karnataka Bulldozers have.
I think they have to bat sensibly. Mentioned earlier, they have to have a good start. It's a good bowling unit that Bulldozers have. Oh, that's a wavered delivery. Good work done by the keeper. Wavered. Sudeep, the keeper, taken on the full, lot of bottom hand. Oh, a bit of hesitancy in running. Alexander was a bit late, but in the end, because of that misfield fumble, making it Smiles there, that tells the story. They've done well in this over.
Yes, they've really creamed Kiran for 19 runs. There's one ball that still remains to be bowled in this over. It could very well turn out to be the game-changing over in terms of the chase. Alexander is going to be on strike. He's had the best seat in the house so far. Just 2 runs scored, but he's seen Rajiv at the other end race away to 15.
As they say, Raman, enjoy from the other end. Enjoy and just see what's happening, the fireworks. Trying to cut that one. That's going to be a wide as well. And that's the indication from the umpire. He's smiling. But I'm telling you what, the captain won't be happy. It's been a very expensive over. 20 runs already coming in this over.
Only 57 required now, 49. But here comes the last ball of the over. This time it's in the channel. End of the over, 2 gone. It's 26 without loss.
The story of the match so far, Karnataka Bulldozers 82 for 5 in 10 overs. Pradeep getting 39, Sudeep getting 18 of 21. In reply, Kerala strikers, a very good start for them. Last over, Kiran conceding 20 runs, 26 for no loss. 2 overs gone, 57 required of 48. This is the kind of start that the strikers required.
This is, remember, a fantastic sight to see. Spectators who've gathered here to support the Kerala strikers. You can see the flags being waved by them. Perfect setting for CCL T10 blast that's powered by Bharti Cement. It's being played out at the Rajiv Gandhi International Cricket Stadium in Opal, Hyderabad. Pradeep's coming back for another over.
Raman, after the last over, in between the overs, there was the entire team that was in a huddle. Sudeep having a chat with them. Just had a word. Probably they know that they have to now bowl well to come back in the game. They have to pick up wickets just to create that pressure. Because this target doesn't look very tough now. 57 of 48. Sudeep knows it. Last over didn't go in their favor. Kiran conceding 20 runs. So the entire team was in a huddle. Just having a word. The captain Sudeep always leads from the front.
I think the big problem was the non-capitalization of the power play while they were batting. And with just about 82 on the board, not a lot of pressure on Rajiv and Alexander at the start. Now, this is the last over of the power play. And in the slot by Pradeep, that was well run by Rajiv in the end.
या बहुत फुर्ती दिखाई, ढीले हाथों से खेला, देखा जैसे ही फील्डर थोड़ा सा पीछे है, बहुत तेज से दौड़ लिया. यही करना होगा. स्ट्राइकर अब रोटेट करते रहेंगे, बाउंड्रीज आ रही हैं, इससे बड़ी और क्या चीज रह सकती है. केवल 56 रन चाहिए 47 गेंदों में. अलेक्जेंडर का भी अहम रोल है. वो थोड़ा, अगर आप देखें, ज्यादा गेंदों का सामने भी नहीं किया, और थोड़े से खामोश है. अगर आप तुलना करें राजीव के साथ, थोड़ा समय लेते हुए. तो ये भी एक सोची समझी रणनीति हो सकती है. एक सोच हो सकती है कि एक तरफ से राजीव जिनमें क्षमता है बड़े शॉट खेलने की, वो अग्रेसिव खेले.
Ajay, it's all about teamwork, isn't it? So it's like the fire and ice effect. Fire as far as Rajiv's batting is concerned, and then the bomb when Alexander comes on strike, takes a single, gives it right back to Rajiv to do the pyrotechnics. केवल 55 रन, 46 गेंदें बाकी. ये विकेट निकालना जरूरी, लेकिन मिलेगा नहीं.
टाइम नहीं कर पाए थे और भाग्य ने साथ दिया. भाग्यशाली रहे वहां पे. सुदीप कहते हुए कि अब थोड़ा सा आप यहाँ पे तैयार रहने होंगे और ये जो हाफ चांसेस जो आ रहे हैं इनको पकड़ना बहुत जरूरी। मुस्कान नजर आती हुई और कारण है जिस स्थिति में है अभी केरला स्ट्राइकर्स की टीम।
तो मुस्कान से ज्यादा हंसी लग रही है क्या, चलिए ये तो वॉक इन द पार्क है, यहाँ से तो जीती जाएंगे।
पर ये क्रिकेट है, अनिश्चितताओं का खेल, पर रन आ रहे हैं। ये क्रिकेट है, अंतिम गेंद तक कुछ कह नहीं सकते। बड़े बड़े उलटफेर देखे हैं इस खेल में।
इंटरेस्टिंग है देखना, राजीव तो खैर रन आराम से बना ही रहे हैं, 17 पर हैं, पर कीचा सुदीप जो विकेट कीपर हैं चेस्ट गार्ड पहन के स्टंप्स के काफी करीब खड़े हैं। आप बेसबॉल कैचर्स को देखते हैं इस तरह के चेस्ट गार्ड्स पहनकर खड़े हुए बैटर्स के पीछे।
बेहतरीन शॉट पर खिलाड़ी टीम में तैनात थोड़ा सा रूम दे रहे हैं। और एक और भी कारण है कि एक फील्डर वहां पे है, क्योंकि अब राउंड द विकेट गेंदबाजी कर रहे हैं तो वो एंगल प्राप्त कर रहे हैं, जानते हैं कि बल्लेबाज उस दिशा में खेलेगा। बैट डाले हुए हैं, तैयार है।
जिस चेस्ट गार्ड की मैं बात कर रहा था पहन के कीचा सुदीप कीपिंग करते हुए।
ढीले हाथों से खेला और बढ़िया एफर्ट, बहुत ही बढ़िया एफर्ट पॉइंट क्षेत्र में 32 मिनट से नुकसान के।
कंपैरेटिव स्कोर्स 3 ओवर के बाद कर्नाटका बुलडोजर्स के केवल थे 17, केरला स्ट्राइकर्स लगभग डबल रन स्कोरबोर्ड पे, 31 विदाउट लॉस। और याद रखिए टारगेट केवल 83 का है, जिसमें से अब केवल 51 रन चाहिए 42 गेंदों में। सुदीप अभी भी सोच रहे हैं यहाँ से एक विकेट निकल जाए तो शायद वापसी हो जाए गेम में, और अगर वो विकेट राजीव का हो तो सोने पे सुहागा।
या पहले बल्लेबाजी करते हुए ऐसा मुझे लगा कि कम से कम एक ऐसी स्थिति थी जब 20 या 25 रन और जोड़ सकते थे। 100 से ऊपर अब एक मनोवैज्ञानिक दबाव रहता है, वहां पे अब थोड़ी सी अब कमी नजर आई बल्लेबाजी में। अंतिम ओवर में खासकर गेंदबाजी में अब तब्दीली, चंदन आते हुए, किरण बहुत महंगे साबित हुए थे इसी तरफ से। तो अब देख रहे हैं कि स्पिनर्स क्या करेंगे, और खराब सोच नहीं है क्योंकि आपको विकेट चाहिए। 3 ओवर 32 रन, बढ़िया औसत से बल्लेबाजी कर रहे हैं ये सलामी बल्लेबाज अलेक्जेंडर और राजीव।
वाइड दी जाती हुई अंपायर द्वारा। अप टू द बैट डालने की कोशिश थी,
ये अच्छी गेंद, बहुत बढ़िया गेंद। अब जैसे इनका एक्शन है ऐसा लगता नहीं गेंद को ज्यादा टर्न कराएंगे, थोड़ी गेंद भी नहीं है, स्किड करेगी तो थोड़ी सावधानी बरतनी होगी। थोड़ी तेज गति से अब गेंदबाजी करने का प्रयास कर रहे हैं चंदन, पर इस लेंथ पे अगर आप गेंदबाजी करेंगे और इस दिशा से फिर इतना आसान रहेगा नहीं इनको मारना। अक्रॉस द लाइन आप खेलेंगे तो काफी जोखिम उठा रहे हैं। यही कारण है शायद अब सुदीप इनको बहुत जल्दी लेके आए हैं, देख रहे हैं कि अब दरकार है, अगर वापस आना है विकेट लेने होंगे।
कि इंतजार केवल किया कि पावर प्ले समाप्त हो जाए कि फील्ड स्प्रेड कर सके। ये तो एक और वाइड, और साथ ही साथ एक एक्स्ट्रा रन भी बैट्समैन बटोरते हुए।
कुछ पक्ष में जा नहीं रहा, बहुत बुलडोजर्स के लिए राह बहुत कठिन है, क्योंकि आप बदलाव करते हैं, सोच होती है कि अब थोड़ा दबाव डालें, रन आ रहे हैं, एक्स्ट्राज आ रहे हैं। अभी तक अगर आप देखें 12 एक्स्ट्रा, जिसमें 11 वाइड शामिल। 11 वाइड, एक तो ज्यादा रन नहीं है, रनों का क्वेश्चन नहीं है, और देखिए कितनी बातचीत होती हुई, काफी कुछ ज्ञान दिया है वहां पे।
किसने? नाम भी बताइए। प्रदीप ने।
और मुझे लग रहा है चंदन के जो रोल मॉडल होंगे वो होंगे अनिल कुंबले, जैसे दौड़ते हैं और जैसे गेंदबाजी कर रहे हैं। देखिए बहुत बढ़िया, कुंबले के साथ काफी क्रिकेट खेली और बिल्कुल लगभग जो उनका एक्शन है, हालांकि थोड़े लंबे कद के हैं कुंबले, थोड़ा और हाई एक्शन है। और देखिए किस प्रकार दौड़ते हैं, रोल मॉडल होंगे। उसके बाद अगर आप देखें इतना हाई आर्म नहीं है, थोड़ा पिवट और वर्क कर सकते हैं उसमें। बाकी सुनील जोशी हमारे साथ हैं, थोड़ा और ज्ञान देंगे।
अलेक्जेंडर का बड़ा शॉट और ये लगा मैक्सिमम। क्या बात, अभी तक सिंगल्स और टूज में रन बना रहे थे, पहला बड़ा शॉट और 6 रन।
स्लॉट में था और पूरी तरह से तैयार थे वहां पे। अलेक्जेंडर बेहतरीन शॉट, बढ़िया संपर्क, and getting half a dozen as well for the stroke. That's very nicely timed by him. See tension mounting in that Bulldozers camp. They're not very happy at the moment. It's just going out of control at the moment. Just see the run rate at the moment, around 13. Going to be a free hit as well. Was a no ball.
कहते हैं when it rains it pours, especially when you don't have an umbrella. कुछ ऐसा ही होता है बुलडोजर्स के लिए। ओ मौका, वाइड एक और दी जाती हुई, और वाइड का रिस्क नहीं था, रिस्क ये था कि क्या पैर क्रीज के बाहर थे, पर ऐसा नहीं, वाइड है इसलिए फ्री हिट बरकरार रहेगी अगली गेंद पे भी।
या रमन जो स्क्वायर एक एम्पायर है उसको रेफर भी नहीं किया, क्योंकि पूरा विश्वास था कि पिछला जो पांव है वो क्रीज में ही है, पर जो फ्री हिट है वो बरकरार रहेगी। तो अभी भी तैयार रहेंगे अलेक्जेंडर। ऑन साइड पे खिलाड़ी डीप स्क्वायर लेग पे।
To be fair to the spinner, Ajay, it's difficult to grip the ball. Now as the evening sets in here in Hyderabad, there's a hint of moisture on the outfield, there's a hint of dew. So as the ball travels on the outfield, this ball's going to get more and more difficult to grip. But there's no dearth of glamour, there's no dearth of celebrities in CCL.
That was Kajal Agarwal. She acts in a lot of movies in Karnataka, in Kannada cinema. Acted in a few Hindi movies as well.
Oh, that's another biggie. And that's another maximum from Alexander. Cracker of a shot that. The 50 comes up on the board thanks to that 6.
Fireworks at the moment, they're just stepping on the gas. Alexander batting really well. He's taken the charge now, changes gears. Was a bit sedate to start with, but after that he's played some lovely shots. Moves on to 18 now, Alexander. The 50 up as well for the Kerala strikers. 31 just required of 37. They're on the way, they're on the track at the moment, the strikers. Oh, hitting him, and that should be close. The finger is up. So that's the first wicket. Chandan striking. The ball just straightening up. Just thought that was a good decision as well. And smiles finally.
Finally a wicket going down. Alexander falling prey to that quicker delivery that was slipped in. Hit him just around the knee roll, in line with middle stump. Would have crashed into middle and leg. No doubt for the umpire, no doubt for us here. That's the end of Alexander's stay. He's gone for 18. 52 for 1. Kerala strikers. 4 overs gone, 52 for 1. Arun Benny is the new batsman in for the Kerala Strikers. But he's going to be at the non-strikers, and it's going to be Rajiv on strike because the wicket fell on the last ball of the previous over.
So now there's going to be a change in bowling as well. Mahesh coming in. Another man who can really surprise the batsmen. He's a very canny customer with the ball. Oh, that's played in the air on the onside. That's going to be another boundary up. Wasting no time at all, Rajiv. He's on fire at the moment.
He's just creamed to the fence there. Like fast food. He's got Maggie written on his shirt, and I think Rajiv liked that.
As a bowler, you concede a boundary on the very first delivery. There's a lot of pressure on you, a lot of burden on you because the team is relying on you. The next 5 deliveries is going to be interesting what Digant Mahesh does. 27 just required. Things running away from the Bulldozers. The strikers striking well today.
Come on, Maggie!
They have done
Come on,
well,
Maggie!
especially this man Rajiv.
Oh, Maggie!
Played some delightful shots, looked in good touch. Plays on the offside of the back foot. Running with the stroke, that's good running. Showing the intensity in running as well.
अच्छा, मैं तो ये देख रहा हूँ कि राजीव जो है बैटिंग में स्ट्रगल नहीं कर रहे, पर अपने पैड्स के साथ जरूर स्ट्रगल कर रहे हैं. हर टाइम सिंगल लेते हैं, टाइट सिंगल, पैड्स ही एडजस्ट करते रहते हैं. और चलिए, नया बैट्समैन अरुण बेनी अब स्ट्राइक पे.
और पहली गेंद पे अपना खाता खोला अरुण बेनी ने. रन आ रहे हैं, ये अच्छी चीज है. कई बार क्या होता है, आप एक आध ओवर अच्छा जाता है, फिर प्रेशर बढ़ जाता है क्योंकि केवल T10 का ही मुकाबला है. पर अच्छी चीज है कि स्ट्राइक रोटेट कर रहे हैं, बाउंड्रीज भी आ रही हैं, तो जो स्कोर बोर्ड है वो लगातार मूव हो रहा है, चल रहा है.
अच्छा, मैं तो ये सोच रहा हूँ कि इस पिच के ऊपर एक एवरेज स्कोर क्या होना चाहिए, क्योंकि चौथी इनिंग्स हो रही है आज के दिन में. सोहेल खान मौजूद, याद रखिए मुंबई की टीम दिखेगी एक्शन में कुछ देर के बाद.
ये बहुत बढ़िया सवाल किया रमन. मुझे लगता है कि कहीं ना कहीं आप जैसे सतह है, मैं और सुनील जोशी अब जब पहला मुकाबला शुरू हुआ उससे पहले भी गए थे, बढ़िया सतह है. और जब ड्यू आ जाएगी ना, गेंद स्किड होगी, तो बल्लेबाजी करना और अच्छा रहेगा. ज्यादा आपको गेंद घूमेगी नहीं, स्पिन नहीं मिलेगी. सोहेल खान ओनर है मुंबई हीरोज के. एक और मुकाबला होगा इसके बाद, जो तीसरा मुकाबला है उसके बाद मुंबई हीरोज खेलेगी. आज का जो चौथा मुकाबला है उसमें बड़े सितारे अब दिखेंगे. पर मुझे लगता है कहीं ना कहीं अगर आप 100 रन बना देते हैं पहले बैटिंग करते हुए, तो एक मनोवैज्ञानिक दबाव रहता है चेज करते हुए. तो जो टारगेट है, जो लक्ष्य, अगर आप टॉस जीत रहे हैं तो 100 का होना चाहिए, 10 रन प्रति ओवर.
और आज के इस आउटिंग में अभी तक किसी टीम ने 100 का आंकड़ा नहीं छुआ है. क्या मुंबई हीरोज करेगी वो काम? बीट हुए इस बार, थोड़ी सी नीची रही गेंद. 5 ओवर समाप्त, 60 पर 1.
जो नीली रेखा है उसने उड़ान ले ली है. आप अंतर देखिए, कितनी बड़ी उड़ान ली है और ऐसी फ्लाइट ली है जो एक लॉन्ग डिस्टेंस फ्लाइट नजर आ रही है. बेहतरीन बल्लेबाजी की है केरला स्ट्राइकर्स ने. केवल 23 रन चाहिए 30 गेंदों में. कमेंटेटर बॉक्स में अजय मेहरा, मेरे साथ जुड़ते हुए मेरे दोस्त सुनील जोशी. एक रोचक मुकाबला.
I think Ajay, game is slowly slipping away from Bulldozers. I think Rajiv has played a fantastic knock and he made Alexander play as well. So though Karnataka's only hope is to get wickets at this stage and see what they can do in remaining 5 overs. But you can't stop Kerala Strikers from here on.
Yeah, I thought, Sunil, as far as Bulldozers are concerned, they missed a trick. First, when batting first, after losing the toss, probably they should have scored 15 or 20 runs more. That's easy to say in the hindsight, but just seeing the track here. And then when they came into bowl, didn't have a great start. Going to be Digant once again, coming from the far end. Need a few good overs, few wickets as well to come back. Things running away from the Bulldozers.
I think at this stage they can need to bowl a maiden over, Ajay. Then only there could be a chance of getting wicket. Otherwise, it's pretty much easier for Kerala strikers. Another wide from Digant. I think too many extras into this scorecard. Karnataka need to wake up now because they don't have many games.
Yeah, you're right, Sunil. I think they need a few good overs. That's the only way they can come back. That was just getting through. But to the credit of the strikers, they have really batted well, very sensibly. Rajiv mentioned about him in the last few seasons, what I've seen of him. He's a very, very smart batsman. Normally when he gets a start, converts it. One of the best batsmen that the strikers have. He's batted with a lot of maturity.
I think he's shown with time, Ajay. Rajiv, an experienced campaigner. That's a beautiful pickup. Caught into the outside the boundary line. Short ball latched onto it. Rajiv moves on to 32 of 18 balls. Rajiv taking the game away from Karnataka from here on.
It's really lovely transfer of weight. He was just waiting for that one. As if just seeing the ball short, just transferring weight, going on the back foot, playing in the air, getting up the maximum, half a dozen more. So just 15 required now for the strikers. Rajiv playing a very handy knock for his side. Once again, cuts that one fearlessly. It's a man at deep point. So one more run.
I think if you remember Ajay, start of the game when he was fielding in the long on, I did mention it to you that Rajiv was also part of Rockstars in KBL tournament, where a lot of things which has gone into the system, how to get to attack for the team. It's another easy boundary for Arun. This time moves the score to 73 for 1.
So the problem with the Bulldozers bowlers today, right from the beginning, from the very first over, has been they have been up and down in the length. They've been bowling short, they've been bowling full, they have been conceding too many extras. The discipline, as they say, which is so very important, especially in this format, is so very important, and that's lacking. That discipline is lacking, and just see the delight there. Smiles there as far as the supporters of the strikers are concerned. They're in a very good position. The win not far away. That's the end of the over, 73 for 1.
Come outside, come outside. Batsman.
अजय, यहाँ पे 10 रन चाहिए 24 बॉलों में. ये फॉर्मेलिटी है. यहाँ से कर्नाटका को जीतना बहुत मुश्किल है. एक आउटसाइड चांस हो सकता है. कोई विकेट लेके गए, 2-3 विकेट लेना चाहिए, क्या किसी को एक हैट्रिक लेना चाहिए, तभी कुछ बन सकता है.
सुनील, मुझे ऐसा लग रहा है आज एक बड़ी अलग शुरुआत हुई है, क्योंकि दो ऐसी टीमें हैं, कर्नाटका बुलडोजर्स और चेन्नई राइनोज, जो 2-2 बार खिताब जीत चुकी हैं. पहले हमने देखा बंगाल टाइगर्स अपना मुकाबला जीती, चेन्नई राइनोज को हराया, प्रसन्ना अब आते हुए. गेंदबाजी में एक और बदलाव और अब कर्नाटका बुलडोजर्स भी बहुत मुश्किल स्थिति में इस मुकाबले में, तो एक अलग शुरुआत हुई है सीजन.
New tournament, new format, new results.
And that's the important thing as well, you know, because the teams that probably don't have a very deep batting lineup, they also in this type of format can be very, very dangerous. Exactly what we are seeing. You know, the longer the format, the more times you can come back in the game. Selfie time. That's the fashion nowadays, isn't it?
Absolutely. You can see Prasanna, the left arm spinner, coming in the fag and another wide. Ajay, if you look at the 14 wides, 2 no balls, Karnataka Bulldozers have already bowled close to 3 overs extras. So if they already finished the game, if they didn't have bowled so many wides. See Prasanna what he can do here. It's another shot from Rajiv which fetches him a couple of runs, getting the score to 76. So यहाँ पे Karnataka needs to really go back to the drawing board and see what they need to do. Come back tomorrow and win a game with a big margin.
जी हाँ, बिल्कुल सही कहा सुनील. ये पिछली गेंद जैसे उन्होंने कट किया, गेंद हवा में थी पर फील्डर के हाथों से दूर. 2 रन और मिलते हुए शुरुआत इतनी बढ़िया नहीं वाइड के साथ. और पुल किया है, गेंद हवा में और 4 रन और. तो आप जो मर्जी कर लीजिए, आज जो तूफान आया है राजीव के रूप में, उसको रोकना बहुत मुश्किल.
You can't stop Rajiv, you know, such a determined player, and he is leading from the front. Absolutely shot, nicely picked for a boundary.
मेरे मैन ऑफ द मैच तो ये रहेंगे जैसे बल्लेबाजी की है, क्योंकि आप अगर शुरू में विकेट गवा दें वो प्रेशर आ जाता है. 39 से पहुंचे राजीव, 21 गेंदों का सामना किया है and batted with a very good strike rate as well. 186, 5 fours, 1 6 so far in that knock of 39. The 3 required, 1 stroke away. Kerala not able to time that one.
Absolutely. I mean, that's just the formalities now, you know. Just need to, Rajiv would be thinking just to see him off another couple of balls, 1 hit to finish the game, and without doubt he would be the man of the match. That's the good start from Kerala strikers in this CCL T10 blast powered by Bharti Cement.
But you're right, I think the game they have tomorrow, Karnataka Bulldozers, that's going to be a big game for them. They have to win by a big margin. The net run rate, if you lose one, you win one, that's going to come into play. They'll have to win by a big margin. They play tomorrow now, Karnataka Bulldozers. Oh, that's played in the air. And that's going to be the winning runs. That's the winning stroke as well. Kerala winning by 9 wickets. Comprehensive win by the Kerala strikers. They have done really well today. They played as a unit, batted well. Rajiv has been on song with the bat. It's a big win coming for the strikers.
It's a brilliant Rajiv, you know, signing off with the victory, staying not out, leading the team from the ball 1 till taking the team to the crossing the boundary line. This is a good win for Kerala strikers. Good start to the tournament, Ajay. This opens up with all the teams, you know, getting back into the strategies. All these things will happen now. I think it's a sloppy fielding from Rajiv as well. Small things will matter for Karnataka team. 16 wides, 2 no balls, 18 runs. So 3 overs they've already bowled extra. And is the customary handshakes and warm hugs from his teammates. This is a great moment for Rajiv and Kerala strikers as well. They deserve this win. They worked hard, they bowled discipline, They fielded very well. They took all the catches. And sensible batting from Rajiv and Alexander, finishing the game. That is wonderful. Look at the Kerala strikers. Look at the scorecard. Ajay, Rajiv not out on 43 of just 24 balls. Great inning. Alexander 18 of 13, and Arun staying not out, giving a good company to Rajiv to finish the game.
They had a flying start, 52 runs for the opening wicket. Chandan getting that only wicket to fall. 1 over 20 runs was very expensive, Chandan, but rest of the bowlers, just see those economies. Kiran conceding 20 runs. In the end, Digant as well conceding 13 runs. Prasanna is bowling 5 deliveries and conceding 11 runs. In match number 2, this is how it fared. Karnataka Bulldozers lose the toss, batting first, 82 for 5 in 10 overs. Pradeep batting well, 39 for him of 28 deliveries. Shafiq getting a couple of wickets. Kerala strikers, a very strong reply by them, 84 for 1 in just 6.5 overs. Rajiv batting really well, 43 unbeaten from 24 deliveries. And Kerala winning this game by 9 wickets. So match number 3 is just around the corner. That's going to be the next game coming up. Telugu Warriors taking on the Bengal Tigers. Bengal Tigers have had a great start, win the first game. That's the match coming up. We'll take a short break and come back very quickly.